Dan il-programm jista' jkollu xi prodotti kummerċjali. Wheelspin jixtieq jirringrazzja lil dawn il-kumpaniji.
Għal-ġimgħa oħra nilqa' it-telespettaturi ta' Wheelspin għal programm ieħor mill-ġdid mill-Fira Internazzjonali ta' Frankfurt ninsabu hawnhekk biex inkomplu nwaslulkom aktar u aktar karozzi sbieħ ukoll waqt dan il-programm. Kif segwejtu fil-ġimgħat li għaddew, il-żewġ programmi li għaddew diġà tellajnilkom minn Frankfurt, l-ewwel programm tellajnilkom mitla ta' features minn pajjiżi differenti hekk kif ġbarna il-materjal kollu li ġbidna tul is-sajf. Issa dan ir-raba' ġimgħa ta' dan il-programm u t-tielet ġimgħa minn hawnhekk Frankfurt. Tassew nista' ngħidu li din l-20 sena tagħna bdejna bil-kbir. Programm illum se jkun mimli b'ħafna features differenti, se nkomplu waslulkom diskussjonijiet ma' dawk rappreżentanti ta' ditti u ta' diżinjaturi tal-karozzi li orejnikom diġà, oħrajn li għadna rridu norukom, ġifieri jkunu ċerti li tibqgħu magħna tul dawn l-40 minuta li jmiss għaliex għandna ħafna u ħafna karozzi sbieħ biex norukom. Il-ħolma ta' Frankfurt hija waħda li tibqa' waħda sabiħa immens għalkemm din is-sena diġà semmejnilkom li kien hawn nuqqas ta' ċertu ditti, kien hemm żieda ta' ditti oħra, iżda tassew ngħidulkom jekk intom tħobbu l-karozzi u qatt ma ġejtu fieri bħal dawn, għandkom almenu darba tiġu taraw dawn il-fieri għaliex tassew huma xi ħaġa eċċezzjonali. Passoltu dejjem nħeġġukom li tiktbulna jgħidulna x'intom taħsbu dwar dak li qed norukom, x'intom taħsbu dwar dak li tixtiequ taraw waqt il-programmi tagħna. Infakkarkom l-email address tagħna li huwa wheelspin@b.rightmedia.com, hemm l-indirizz postali Wheelspin PO Box 24 San Pawl il-Baħar, u mbagħad hemm il-paġna tagħna ta' Facebook fejn hemmhekk tistgħu tibatulna kummenti jew nkella tibatulna messaġġ. Mela, mill-ġdid, ħanarġa' daħlukom ftit din l-atmosfera sabiħa li hawn hawnhekk ġewwa Frankfurt. Mill-ġdid minn fuq is-stand tal-Lamborghini fejn se nkomplu nitkellmu dwar il-karozza li ġiet illanċjata Limited Edition Lamborghini Sian u se nisimgħu mill-Head of Centro Stile dwar id-dissin ta' din il-karozza. Ħanisimgħu minn Mitja Borgert.
Tonight we are presenting really something special, something we have created in the past couple of months, something really, for me, something like a masterpiece. So it is a limited edition, 63 pieces, but each of them will be a unique piece. So it is a Lamborghini, 101%, the Lamborghini design DNA in every millimeter on the car, inspired by the Countach. So you can look at the front, at the top, at the side, at the rear, in every millimeter there is Countach inside, but it is designed for the future. So it's like a future interpretation of the design DNA of the Lamborghini Countach. So let's have a walk around on the details. So first of all, on the front, what I like on Lamborghinis is that extreme plan shape with that kind of peak in the center. This time we did two. One significant element here are the diagonal lines that we took from the Countach in a more modern interpretation. There's a lot of teamwork between design and the aerodynamical function. So, I wanted to combine high performance surfaces with beautiful design. So, for example, the front lights are inspired by the Terzo Millennio Y shapes. So, but they are not just there as a detail, so everything is floating into the side fenders. I'm a motorcycle lover. I like sporty motorcycles. So when you look at the side of the car, you can see that almost the rear fender is designed like a fairing. So that is the inspiration for myself, super sport motorcycles. Then there's a lot of Countach again in the top of the car. For example, periscopio. Periscopio is the famous element of the first Countach, so we took that as an inspiration for the roof. Then on the body side, there is this NACA air intake, really like a triangular shape. But then also, you know, when you look in the detail, there is this Y shape also that is, you know, kind of leading towards the front. Everything is floating in a very unexpected way. Coming to the rear end, of course, rear end is for Lamborghini always something very special. This rear end is something really outstanding. The periscopio idea is developing like on the Countach with these two diagonal lines moving towards the outside, and they are housing this beautiful design theme that I call almost like an espada. It's inspired by the writing on the espada. So having this center fin, and then the center fin is housing these glass panels. The plan shape of the rear is very much inspired by the Terzo Millennio, a lot of plan shape. But then also when you look at the rear Countach lines, so you know the Countach was so particular when you look at the car from the rear. And especially here, we didn't want it to play with the Y shapes that we have on our other cars. We took here inspiration on the hexagon. The Lamborghini Countach was famous for these three taillights. And we wanted to take this design idea and we designed this kind of hexagonal futuristic look for them. So, and they are really also working well and perfectly with our hexagonal exhaust pipes. Of course, one of the highlights for me are these aerodynamical fins. When you see the Sian in side view, car is really like a Lamborghini, you know, penned with just one single center line, but we wanted to have something really sticking out. So this is kind also like a future interpretation of the wings of race cars from the 60s or 70s, but also it's reminding on jet fighters and so on, but it's something really unusual and something really special. So coming back again to the design brief, in the beginning when we were sitting together, you know, what should be the look of our new baby, we have said we want to have the car a little longer. In Italian you would say filante, so it is kind of aerodynamically inspired. And I was saying I want a car that when you put it on the green in the Concours d'Elegance, that you can really digest and you can explore details and you can see the rear end and you can enjoy really how everything is working together. This car is beyond design almost. It is haute couture, alta moda. It is something really extraordinary. And like I say, you know, our 63 customers, they will have the pleasure, and I will have the pleasure as well. They will come to the design center and we will dress and we will design and we will create each and every car completely individual. So in the end of the day, when all the 63 cars are gathering, we will have 63 unique pieces.
Today here in Frankfurt, the presentation of the Lamborghini Sian FKP 37 is really an important milestone for our development, because in our strategic heritage in one-off and limited series, this car is not only commitment to exclusivity of our heritage, but also to present the new design and also new technology. This is really fundamental because with this car we set to ourselves a completely new target, that is the target to create the best hybrid vehicle as possible for Lamborghini and to move inside the first step of electrification of Lamborghini brand. If we talk about the Sian FKP 37, one of the most important features, sure, is the supercapacitor. Supercapacitor is a technology that we are the first one to adopt it with the 48-volt system, means low voltage system with a high current application. This allowed us to have a system that is really a parallel flow charging and discharging. This system avoids every kind of overheating. This means not necessity to have a cooling system, and this reduce weight and the packaging of and the complexity of the car. This system is coupled together with an electric engine that give traction, mechanical traction to the gearbox, and in this way we are able to provide 34 horsepower to the car, and this can be used in a traction, and this is the first application in the world. This is really fundamental, and this changes the way to use mild hybrid vehicle inside the group. The application of this system is fundamental because this is a completely new application of a mild hybrid solution that only Lamborghini use worldwide. The unicity of this system is that if we take all these new components, the weight of this part is only 34 kilo, and if you take in consideration the 34 HP that we are able to generate with the system, at the end you have a weight to power ratio that is exactly 1.0. This is the best weight to power ratio in terms of efficiency that you can have compared to every other kind of hybrid system existing in the market. Inside this Sian FKP37, we use also a new technology of material that we call smart technology material. With this system, we are able to open 4 flaps that are in the rear of the car without any kind of electric engine and every kind of electronic control. Only working on the fact that this material have a memory, and with the increase of the temperature due to the exhaust system, this element is able to open the flap, stay open till when the temperature don't go down again, and is in this thresholder you have a completely closing of the flap without any kind of additional weight needed to operate at this.
Kif ikolkom tażlu dik il-karozza li l-aktar orinikom u li hija favorita tiegħek? Lim waħda tkun? Jiena hawn ħafna karozzi li laqtuni ħafna u huma favoriti fil-lista tal-favoriti nistgħu ngħidu, ma naħseb l-iktar waħda hija di, għaliex naħseb li tkun adattata kemm għat-temp tagħna kif ukoll anke forsi għal biex tinżeħdi l-baħar hekk biha karozza miftuħa, din hija l-karozza ID Buggy mid-ditta Volkswagen u tassew laqtitni. Sakemm ingawdiha ftit se nagħmluha f'qata ftit minuti. Bqgħu magħna.
Wheelspin jixtieq jirringrazzja lil dawn il-kumpaniji.
We've designed the new A-Class to the smallest details, but you can add your own touches connecting with your personal profile. You can customize everything, from the seat setting, apps and radio for the perfect driving experience, to the ambient lights for a change of atmosphere. And you can set up to 7 different profiles, with each profile featuring different themes. It gets as personal as you want. The new A-Class with Mercedes Me, just like you.
You can still enjoy your drives. Sicily by car with Virtu Ferries.
Glide over the seas, glide over the seas, glide over the seas with Virtu Ferries.
preżentazzjonijiet u din id-darba li n-nies li naraw preżentazzjoni oħra mid-ditta BMW. Il-preżentazzjoni ta' karozza Concept, il-BMW Concept 4.
Thank you very much. The BMW Concept 4. As you can tell, it's a very sporty and modern coupe. It's been the iCars that have made strong contributions in terms of new technologies and also the creation of a new and cleaner design language. You will find a host of new ideas for design details that, of course, become much more important.
Fuq l-istand tal-Mercedes, qed insegwu ftit l-andament ta' din l-istand u ovvjament il-karozzi jiena soltu ngħid futuristiċi, imma dawn huwa karozzi tal-lum. U meta nħarsu lejhom qed nirreferu għalihom bħala karozzi tal-lum tassew ma tistaġibx. Nasbas il-karozza warajja hija karozza li jekk tħares ġewwa fiha m'hemmx steering wheel. Ovvjament hija karozza awtonoma, pratikament isek hija ġo salott, imma meta tara d-dettalji tagħha, il-kuluri, anke dwar li joħorġu l-barra, ċertu affarijiet li qabel konna ngħidu u anke jien kont ngħid, dawn huma karozzi tal-futur, imma dawn qegħdin hawn lesti, qegħdin hawn biex jintużaw, qegħdin hawn għax tassew ġew użati jew ġew provati fuq it-toroq tagħna. Mela, id-ditta Mercedes ovvjament għandha għan kbir qudiema u issa se nsegwu filmat fejn ħatorina ftit il-futur tagħha fil-mobilità x'inhi, the future of mobility flimkien mal-Mercedes.
We call our strategy for an emission-free future Ambition 2039. In 20 years' time, it is our ambition to have a carbon-neutral new passenger car vehicle fleet available for our customers. And of course, the answer is through technology, electrification, fuel cell, and perhaps also synthetic fuels. You could argue that we have partial autonomous driving already today with sophisticated level 2+ systems. With the next generation S-Class, we're going to attempt for the first time to certify a level 3 system, where you in some situations on the highway, the car actually drives autonomously. And of course, the urban case, level 4, level 5, seems like it's a little bit farther away, but we're making very good progress in engineering as we speak.
Bħalissa tassew qed inħossni fis-seba' sema, qed inħossni jekk għax tassew qiegħda għolja ħafna f'post fejn nista' nara kull mu għaddej taħti, ġifieri karozzi għaddejjin u karozzi preżentati fuq dan l-istand u karozzi ovvjament li mhux biss huwa tal-ħolm imma iġaluk tgħix il-ħolma tiegħek. Għax tassew meta tarahom din l-atmosfera minn hawn fuq, tara atmosfera li huwa hija talment tal-ħolm. U trid biss jkunu l-Mercedes biex jagħmlu xi ħaġa ta' dan it-tip, ovvjament huwa tagħhom l-istand li huwa daqshekk għoli ta' xi fuq minn 5 solari li tista' tara taħtek pratikament mill-ġieġ li taffaxxinak. Il-preżentazzjoni tagħhom dejjem jaffaxxinaw u għalhekk ħankomplu narawhom.
The IAA, the Frankfurt Auto Show, is very important to Daimler. It is the biggest, but in our view also the most important auto show in the world. And of course, it's a home game for us. So here we have a platform where we can show automotive innovation. What does mobility of the future look like? That's what we will be presenting here in Frankfurt.
For us as Mercedes is absolutely clear. We want to offer until 2022 a full electrified product portfolio for our customers. And an excellent example you see here, the A-Class plug-in hybrid, the first in the compacts, offering up to 70-kilometer range. So our customers during the week can mainly drive fully electric.
We have our van, the V-Class, which is successful worldwide. For the first time, fully electric, with a range of up to about 400 kilometers, which is unique. We're the first ones to bring this innovation in this segment.
The GLE, together with its predecessor, the M-Class, sold up to now more than 2 million cars. So it's the strongest SUV within our portfolio. And as we never rest on our laurels, this time we brought the GLE diesel plug-in hybrid with a range up to 100-kilometer full electric drive. And we believe this is a very strong promise to our customers.
The course of Mercedes-Benz cars in R&D basically is a road to sustainability. And the key element of this road to sustainability is the electric drive. A key element as well on this road is digitalization. Digitalization of processes and of the product. Well, the Vision EQS is a very emotional highlight, and it displays our idea of the electric future.
It is a vision of what a luxury sedan, fully emission-free, fully electric, could look like in the future, in a beautiful design loaded with high-tech. Feels almost a little bit like a spaceship, but it's not too far away from series production.
Għal dawk dilettanti tad-ditta Porsche żgur li din l-istand hija waħda tal-ħolm għaliex iż-sbuħija li hawn hija waħda impeccabbli. Se nibdew billi nsegwu ftit x'kellhom għalina din id-ditta.
It's like the wind, some say. You can't see it, but you know it's there. It's like deep sea. You can't measure it, but you find it in every single drop. It's like a warm touch of light. You can't hold it. You don't know how much it weighs, but you can feel it. Electrified by water, by wind, by sun. It's here, the soul. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Porsche Taycan.
Ovvjament, meta nkunu f'dawn il-fieri ninnotaw ċertu tibdili li jsiru mhux biss mill-karozzi, imma anke ċertu affarijiet oħra dettall tal-brand. U f'dan il-każ rajna tibdil li sar fil-logo ta' ditta partikolari. Aħna qed nurukom ftit filmat eżattament x'kien dat tibdil. Logo ġdid għad-ditta Volkswagen. U l-kompetizzjoni hija relatata ma' appuntu dan it-tibdil. Għajdulna x'inbidel f'dan il-logo u intom tistgħu tilbu xi ħaġa magħna. Ibatulna risposti tagħkom fuq wheelspin@v.rightnewmedia.com jew inkella Wheelspin PO Box 24 San Pawl il-Baħar. Min jippreferi jista' jibgħat ir-risposta kemm bħala komment jew inkella bħala messaġġ fuq il-paġna tagħna ta' Facebook. Waraw x'tistgħu tilbu.
Ipparteċipa ma' Wheelspin u kull ġimgħa tista' tirbaħ prodotti għall karozza tiegħek provduti minn Autoglim. Fl-aħħar tas-sensiela jintrebħu 2 biljetti għall-sqallija provduti minn Virtu Ferries, taxxi mhux inklużi. Jintrebaħ ukoll Scooter Arik Gentleman Off-Road minn Kinds Auto Sales Limited.
Wara li rajtu dawk ir-rigali li intom tistgħu tirbħu magħna se nagħmlu waqfa ta' ftit minuti għal ftit riklami iżda bqgħu hemmhekk.
Wheelspin nixtieq jirringrazzja lil dawn il-kumpaniji.
Gotcha. You do the maths.
Jerry McGovern huwa design director tal-ditta Land Rover, ovvjament illum se niltaqgħu u nitkellmu miegħu dwar il-karozza ġdida li ġiet preżentata hawnhekk din hija l-Land Rover Defender il-ġdid. Nafu kemm popolari magħkom il-Maltin, ħanitkellmu magħhu issa biex inkunu nafu aktar dwar din il-karozza. Jerry, thank you for accepting to do this interview. Obviously, we want to speak about the Defender. We've come here, we've seen it being presented, we've been trying to get a glimpse of it for quite a few weeks now. Now that we've seen it, we've seen that it is still very much recognizable, and yet it has your touch for the modern design. What can you tell us about it?
Well, first of all, we recognise the uniqueness of the original Defender, and it's a much-loved design, but we had to reinvent it in a way that was more relevant for today. So when you look at the vehicle, it does have that unmistakable silhouette, but it's a modern interpretation of the original. And then from a sort of proportional standpoint, the proportions have been designed to deliver a very good design, but also with its minimal overhangs and high sill, give you supreme all-terrain capability, because this has to be a combination of design and engineering to get that balance. When you look at the car in side view, it's got very horizontal emphasis, horizontal roof, waist, shoulders, and then the sheerness of the rear and the front, which gives the vehicle a very planted look. When you look at the front of the vehicle, it's got a very characterful front face, reductive modern grille and bumper, because modernism is part of our design philosophy. These very simple geometric forms of the headlamps, but actually they're incredibly technically capable. And you know, we've also, for the first time on a Defender, we've got an inset bonnet, which has allowed us to create this beautifully sculpted fender which runs the whole length of the body and accentuates a really clean, unadorned look of the car. This is a very honest design, no nonsense. It's not form follows function, because design has to take the lead, but it's highly considered, from its sophisticated surfaces to its almost elemental treatment of its detailing, to reinforce the strong personality that it has.
Were there any particular challenges when you had to respect the previous design? And
I mean, there are always challenges whenever you design anything. The trick is to push the design out far enough that when you have to inevitably pull it back for feasibility, production, etc., you still end up having something that's right. Now, you know, this is the first Defender that would have spent any time in a wind tunnel, because aerodynamics is a very important thing now. So, you know, we've done things on the design that when the original car was created, they wouldn't have even had to think about. So the rear corner, for example, is very hard, which is deliberate, so the air flows back round the vehicle, and also to minimise those overhangs. Every design is a challenge, but this is something so special. We were very enthusiastic about it right from the start.
Was there anything in particular you really wanted to keep from the old design?
Not so much from an exterior standpoint, just to capture the essence of its personality, but it had to be in a modern way. One of the features I love about the car is the centre seat option. So you've got 3 seats in the front, which I think is a great option. I mean, lots of teenagers will love sitting there. I used to have Dobermans, and they would have loved to have sat there. And the interior has got a very much a no-nonsense approach, where we've exposed the magnesium alloy cross car beam. We've exposed part of the doors, visible fixings. It's incredibly durable, and the design talks to that durability.
You once said that to you a car is a work of art. Or else it's a piece of art on wheels.
Yeah.
Is there one particular vehicle that is your favorite work of art?
Yes, this one.
That's because it's the newest one?
This one, it's the baby. I mean, it is a real honour to present this to the world, and it represents the work of many, many people that have worked tirelessly to bring this to fruition, and the world has been waiting for it, and that's quite special. And I'm going to have one of these. I'll have a 3-door and a 5-door. I love it, but I'm biased.
And I guess it was quite a challenge also, because once it was stopped in 2016, I believe, to start again with a new design after such a beautiful history for the Defender.
Yeah. But the new Defender had to be designed for a new world where things have changed massively from when the original car was created. So we stopped production of the old one for many reasons, and some of that would have been compliance legislation. So these vehicles had to be designed to meet the standards of today in terms of requirements for safety and massive movements and improvements in technology and capability. I mean, I love the old Defender, but this vehicle is far more capable, and it's a lot tougher.
My last question, I don't want to keep you too long. Obviously, you said that there are a lot of people behind such a piece of work, and obviously it takes time to do such a piece of art. Do you have any other art in your mind right now you're thinking about for the next presentation?
Well, we never talk about the future, but you know, somebody said to me the other day, "Is this your legacy?" And I said no, because there's a lot more to do. So watch this space.
I'm sure we'll be watching you very closely. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks.
Din is-sezzjoni hija miġjuba lilkom minn Kynes Auto Sales Limited, rappreżentanti f'Malta ta' Mercedes, Smart, Renault, Dacia u ditti oħra.
40 minuta jgħaddu malajr wis, speċjalment meta tkun qed tieħu pjaċir u tkun qed tapprezza dak li għandek madwarek. U hekk qed nagħmlu aħna napprezzaw dawn il-karozzi sbieħ u se nkomplu napprezzaw biex kemm jista' jkun anke jekk dan ura l-aħħar programm li tinxandru minn ġewwa Frankfurt fil-ġimgħat li ġejjin inkomplu nwaslulkom aktar mill-filmati, aktar mill-preżentazzjonijiet li nkunu ffilmjajna waqt li qegħdin hawnhekk. Passoltu aħna nistgħu nirringrazzjaw lilkom it-telespettaturi tagħna talli ta' kull ġimgħa tkomplu taddunna l-kummenti u suġġerimenti tagħkom. Nħoddu pjaċir ħafna nirċievu minn għandkom anke mhux biss il-proset ta' anke jekk forsi taħsbu li aħna nistgħu nimmiljaraw l-affarijiet tagħna b'mod jew ieħor. Iktbulna fuq wheelspin@b.rightnewmedia.com jew kellha Wheelspin PO Box 24 San Pawl il-Baħar. Jekk tippreferi tistgħu titlu fil-paġna tagħna ta' Facebook hemmhekk tista' tħallulna kumment jew kellha tibatulna messaġġ. Mela, ovvjament ma nistax ma nirringrazzjax lil dawk kollha li jissapportjawna tul l-istaġunijiet kollha minn qalbna nirringrazzjawhom u nagħmlu appuntament għal magħkom għal ġimgħa d-dieħla dejjem infakrukom issa l-programm qed jixxandar fl-10 ta' flaxija kull nhar ta' tnejn għalhekk kunu ċerti li tagħmlu appuntament għal magħna għal ġimgħa d-dieħla. Minn hawnhekk insemmulkom.
Wheelspin jixtieq jirringrazzja lil dawn il-kumpaniji.